My name's Chris Funk, and we're here to play a game called the Illimat, presented by Keith Baker and the Decemberists. Thank you for coming. I have some friends assembled here in Portland, Oregon. To my left, the Hamburglar. I don't know the rest of the names of those guys. That purple dude. Sorry. This is my friend Jess Wolfe. Jessica Wolfe. Jess Wolfe from the band Lucius. You know, it's really weird. We had somebody else from Lucius here not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah. Bizarre.
You guys should meet.
What's
I
her
think
name?
you guys would hit it off.
I think her name was Brenda, and she played soprano sax. It's like she was in Lucius.
My favorite
Really cool.
one.
This is Casey Foubert. Casey, where are you from? Are you from? No,
No L. Foubert.
Damn it.
Yes.
It's like
Do it
it's
again.
not a
Edit.
real, as if
Casey.
it's not a real bear.
Foubert.
Yeah, it's a fake
thank
bear.
you.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the good way to remember
All right.
it.
And Casey, where are you from?
I live in Madison, Wisconsin, but I grew up in Seattle.
Awesome. I like Mexico. And you play music. Do you play saxophone?
I wish I did.
I thought you just said you played soprano.
No,
plays
I
the
was.
That's why you're
I
here.
was
There's
asking
only
her-
soprano sax player that's here
Yeah.
tonight. Kenny couldn't make it, so what do you play? Who do you play with? What do you do?
I play guitar and I play with the Shins
The Shins.
and Sufjan Stevens
And Sufjan Stevens.
and Lucius.
And
And Lucius. Do you guys know each other?
We do.
Yeah. Oh, hey, it's nice to meet you. How's it going?
God, you guys are so friendly for touring so
Because I
much.
got nothing happening.
We should
so
go play some music.
that sounds great. Let's do
Cool.
it.
Let's play some games. Over here, are you going to play with us, or are you just hanging out? You're VIP.
He's gonna help me play,
I'll
right?
help
Yuki?
Casey play a little bit, and then I gotta bounce. But I like this game a lot. I'm
What's your
happy
name?
about it.
You-
My name's Yuuki
Yuuki
Matthews.
Matthews.
Yeah.
And where are you from, Yuuki?
I live in Kirkland, Washington.
Oh,
Yeah.
and what do you do for a living?
I play music.
Do
As
you play
well.
saxophone?
I've never even
Oh.
touched a saxophone to my
Wh-
lips.
What do you play, and whom do you
I
play
the
with?
bass guitar in the Shins and Sufjan Stevens.
Do you guys know each other for real? Then.
We've been playing music together for 20 years.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Boom.
Did Yuki ever slap the bass?
Not what? Not it
You
was.
never
not
slap
with a
phase?
soprano
You
sax
joked
in his
it.
mouth.
Come on, you got a slap phase.
Lately, I've
joke
been kind
slapped
of
it.
getting into that. You know, it's
Yeah.
like what
It's
other
coming back.
sounds can I make with
Right.
this instrument? you
Right.
know? And then you start slapping it, and that's.
I didn't mean to. I wasn't. Now I realize that I don't know if you actually slap bass now, and I probably deeply offended you. So
No, man.
okay.
I go to Guitar Center. I'll just hang out, and
Okay.
slap the bass.
Cool. Awesome. Well, Casey, Yuki's running VIP here. Thank you for hanging with us. I appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me.
Guard these D12 with your life.
This isn't part of the game, though. We don't. Want
It's not. They're going to be counters
That's
later.
points.
Okay.
Point counters, yeah.
Got it.
And then over here, this guy definitely, you've seen him on The Muppet Show. He definitely plays saxophone. What's your name, sir?
They call me Animal at work.
Animal. Oh, he's a drummer. Okay. Animal at work. This is Tucker Martine,
Thanks.
producer.
I feel like we
Take
should
it.
clap.
Yeah, we
Take
should
it.
Yeah,
clap
we should
together.
clap.
Oh,
He's got
thanks.
sunglasses
I
on.
like that. I'll take that name.
Yeah, call us up in the morning. We'll do that for you. Start your day off right
Tucker
anytime.
Martine.
Tucker Martine, producer, drummer, saxophone. Yes, for real? Did you ever play sax?
There's a lot of life ahead.
Real quick, before the Twitch feed kicked off, you were telling us a story about Berkeley.
Yeah.
Would you like to share that with folks at home?
Well, I was just going to talk about how I went to Berkeley in high school as a sophomore. They have a summer program where you can kind of try it out. You find out if Berkeley's for you, if that's where you want to go after high school. And I told my kind of mentors, I said, well, I'm interested, but I'm kind of a self-taught rock drummer guy. I just learned from playing along to rock records, and I'm intimidated at the scholarly aspect. It's going to be like a bunch of jazz guys and stuff, and people were like, no, man, it's for everybody. You should just go. You should do it. It's for just people like you. So I got there, and the first day, you get in this long line to play for somebody who's there to determine where you go and how good you are and everything. And I got in there, waited in the hall about an hour and a half. Finally, they call me in. I sit down, and it's this dude. He's like 6.5 foot African-American man, big afro, just ripped, and he has a shirt that says jazz across it. He was like, all right, man, let's see what you got. And I just froze. I was like, I shouldn't
What did
be
you play?
here.
Do you remember?
Drums.
No, I know, but
I mean-
what
What
did
was
you
your
do
idea?
on the
Yeah,
drums?
what was your?
I played like the drum beat.
The drum beat?
Boom, boom, catch.
Oh,
I was like, oh, is it over? I
Wow.
was like, maybe that's kind of jazz-ish.
Did he give you some feedback on that?
Nope, he marked the sheet, and then called in the next guy.
Okay.
Don't quit
Yeah.
your day job, kid.
I didn't end up going to Berkeley for college,
You've done pretty well for yourself.
but
Dilated eyes and all.
not playing drums. Yeah. I'll get these.
Thanks for
working
coming
again.
tonight,
Thanks
Tucker.
for having me.
Today, whatever day it is.
So we're done, right?
All right, that
Done?
was a great story.
was
Back
a
to
good story.
all right. So we have a bunch of musicians that are going to try to explain a game. This is going to be fucking
danger.
great.
You're getting better at it, though.
I'll try. So this game was designed by the fantastic Mr. Keith Baker, whose home we're in. He's behind that curtain gaming with other people right now. He doesn't want to join our game. There he is, peek behind the curtain, And
There he is.
there he is. There he went.
He's playing
Well,
a different. He's playing that. He's playing his
He's
other
playing
game
something
right
else.
now. Yeah.
He's just
He's promoting his game.
he's promoting
Yeah,
so many
the other
games.
ones.
What are you guys playing back there?
Miss you guys. Miss you.
But Keith created this game. This was from a Decemberist photo shoot, and we like to play games in the Decemberists, and we gave this to Keith, and he created this game. All this artwork is done by Carson Ellis, who we affectionately call our art slave. We used to call her that. She's probably gonna be mad I said that. The art slave.
The truth is the truth.
And this is at this stage. This is sort of a prototype. These cards are. It's nearing completion, I should say. So. But it's called the Illimat. It's a card game. You can play 2 to 4 players, and it has this groovy box in the middle that rotates and affects these fields where you put the cards. And we'll explain this all to you. It's a point game. We're going to play 1 round. Typically, you play 3 rounds, or you can play as many. You can play however many points you want to. You usually play to 17 points. You can play to 7. You can play a round, 2 rounds, whatever you like. So in that, you're trying to accumulate points. When you at the end of the game, we're going to score the points. Most cards, which we call the bumper crop, is worth 4 points. So that's kind of an early strategy, is just to harvest as many cards as you can. I'll talk about what harvesting is. It's just getting cards into your discard pile. Sun-kissed is the most the summer cards. Sorry, they have the sun on them. That's worth 2 points. Negative 2 points.
2 points if
is-
you have the most summer cards at the end of the game.
Thank you. Yes, correct. Yuki, that was your job, was to.
I'm sorry, I know I should be doing it here.
He's all right.
So what happens with the winter cards?
Thank you, Yuki.
Nice.
I'm glad you asked. With the winter cards, if you have the most winter cards at the end of the game, it's minus 2 points.
Correct.
Seem logical?
That's it.
Why is
Right.
everyone hating on winter?
I don't know. It's just the way Keith designed it, man.
It's just a game.
I was just saying in the other, I really enjoy winter, and it's just a game.
That's
Yeah.
true. It's not real life.
These are hazard tokens. These are each worth 1 point, and I'll explain how you gain them in your possession. And these cards out here are luminaries, which are characters from a certain album, from a certain band. And then when they come out to play, they're modifiers, essentially. They will change how these fields behave. So to begin, we sow 3 cards into the fields. These fields don't belong to anybody, so that's not Jess's field, that's not Casey's, that's just everybody's to draw cards from. You're going to pick cards up, which we call harvesting cards, and we will show you how to do that. Let's see here.
And what do these words here signify?
Glad you asked. I'm like Johnny and you're like Ed. I like that.
yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah.
I like this. This is good. This is good. So the words, can you all see the words in camera land? Awesome. The words signify what this field is. So currently in this field is summer because it says summer here. Summer has no real effect. You can kind of do everything in summer because it's so gosh darn great. Spring, which is in this field currently, is do not stockpile. I will explain stockpiling in a moment. Winter, do not harvest, which means you cannot pull cards up and put them into your pile. And autumn is do not sow. Sowing is just discarding, which might be an action you have to do. You get 1 action per turn. You can play 1 card out of your hand per turn. So your action is playing a card. Or an action can also be harvesting or stockpiling, which I'll explain what those are again. So I'm going to deal out cards. So to my left, Tucker Martine. How you guys doing? You all right?
Doing
How's your
great.
what did the doctor say about your vision today?
He says I'm doing pretty well.
Good. All right.
Just keep the sunglasses on.
Jealous.
All right. So I'm going to deal out. Everybody gets 4 cards except Tucker because he's wearing those sunglasses for some reason. So left of the dealer gets 3 cards to start. At the end of every turn, you pick up another card. Excuse me.
That's okay.
So to describe some actions, let's see how can we do that.
If the goal is to have the most cards at the end, isn't this a disadvantage?
That is a disadvantage because you were going first.
Ah, so there's an advantage
To
offset
going
by
first,
the
yeah.
disadvantage.
So
Okay.
you were wise to sit to my left. So I'm just going to show here. Harvesting is simply just picking up a card, so a matching card, so a 2 for a 2, right? For example, you can do that with any cards, anywhere you can harvest, with the exception of winter. And again, the box will rotate, and I'll explain how that happens. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I would, if I was playing, this was my turn, I would take a 2 for 2, put that into my pile, and take another card, and off we'd go. Stockpiling is where you're using a card to add up to another card that you have in your hand. So for example, if I was playing this, a 5 plus 2 is 7.
Right? But you wouldn't get those cards on this turn.
That's correct. You would get it, you'd have to wait to the next round, and you'd have to have a 7 in your hand to access those cards, to harvest those cards.
In fact, you have to have a 7 in your hand to even play that.
That's correct.
Right,
Thank
right,
you.
to lay
You guys
that
are
down.
on it. I really like this. Make
So
my
in this
job easy.
instance, that's an illegal move because you don't.
I don't have a
You don't
7.
have a 7.
Right.
Yuki's pointing that out, but you have to have the card in your hand if you're stockpiling on the next round to pick it up. If anybody else has a 7, they can pick it up on the round, on after your turn.
So it's kind of a risky thing to stop.
It's a risky thing to do, but it keeps the game very interesting. Another thing you can do is so that was stockpiling adding up to a 7. You can also say, I'm putting this 2 here, and you can lock it in as a 2, meaning that on the next round you have another 2, you can pick that card up. That makes sense. That makes sense to
Yeah.
people?
You pick both.
Yeah, so this is me, I have another 2, so then I'm getting 3 cards into is the strategy, right? Okay, we'll continue explaining that. When you play a face card into a field, so I'm playing winter into autumn right now, let's say I just sewed that in there, no, do not sew, I'll sew it into here. Winter is sewn into summer, this box now turns, now this becomes winter, therefore changing the fields, the value of all the fields, right? Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
thank you. Let's keep it legit. When we take all the cards when we've harvested all the cards, the last person to harvest a card out of a field, you get a hazard. And then we sew 3 cards back into the field until there's no hazards left. These are worth a point. When we do that, we reveal a luminary, and the world of the Illimat will get rocked. That field will get rocked. It will change. I think are we
That
there?
was really concise.
Yeah,
Is
I
it pretty
think
good?
Good. You've
Yeah?
done this
Good,
before.
good.
Okay, and at the end of the game, we're going to add up the points.
Yep.
So
Let's play.
let's play. Tucker.
Do it.
Did you
And we'll-
explain the fool card?
I did not explain the Fool card. Yuki, thank you. Fools,
Oh, no.
which are the 14, which I cannot see. It's a 14.
I don't have one.
Here.
Oh, she has one.
Jess has one.
It's a 14 or a 1. So you can use that to stockpile with different numeric values, obviously. They are worth 1 point. Fools are very valuable to take into your possession. I think that was it.
That's it.
Great.
You guys are on it. All right. This is awesome. It's
Shall
Tucker's turn.
we?
You're first.
Yeah. And play open if you want. Play
Hmm.
open dish hand. What are you doing?
Stockpile.
So Tucker has put a
Already?
9 on the
Yeah.
2. He's saying he has an 11.
Yeah, but do not harvest though.
Oh.
So if anybody has an 11 in their hand, they're welcome to grab that.
Or not.
Spring, you cannot stockpile currently over here.
Really messed up my turn.
And did you take-
Stuff's hard.
And Tucker,
Oh, no,
Tucker
thank you.
needs 2 cards.
Yeah. Oh, so
to
it
drop
all
to
evens
4.
out. Okay.
All evens out.
All right.
That is a risky move, though.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I get that a lot.
So who's everybody voting for?
Music?
Just kidding. Sorry.
I'm gonna take this guy.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
13 for a 13.
Ooh,
Just a
nice
13,
one.
13.
It's what we call a
That's
nice
hard.
one right there.
Noise.
Yeah.
And you have to keep 4 cards in your hand at all times, right?
That is right.
Until they're all out. Yeah.
Until they're gone. Oh, wait, we didn't mention that. We just play until all the
Until
cards
all
are
the
out of our hands.
So I'm gonna just take this 10.
Nothing wrong with that.
10 for
I
10.
think that's my best
10
option.
for 10.
Thank you.
Yuki's the card distributor.
Don't forget a stockpiler over here.
Hey,
I don't have to take
it's
that.
okay to
right?
forget
oh,
about
that's Tucker.
that. Yeah, you can forget
It's saying
about
it's
it.
11. You know what? I happen to have an 11. I'm going to take Tucker's 11. Sorry, Tucker. And this becomes...
Thanks, Jess. She was like, want to make sure that nobody missed the opportunity. Friends, you know, that's what friends
For
do.
everybody at home, Tucker.
Because this is winter, the Illimat, the
Okay.
box will rotate now to winter. And things are
And now
shaken up.
because of that, I'm hoping he ends
Thank
up
you,
with
Yuki.
tons of winter cards. Did you already explain?
Oh yeah, because
We did.
winter.
Yeah, so you're
Winter
right.
is -2 points at the end.
Right.
If you have the most of those.
That's right.
So let's see. I'm just reviewing my
running a little
options
hot.
here. That's what people do.
Large.
Can't. I sure wish I could harvest in winter, but I can't. So
Your children will watch this one day.
can
And they
I?
will say, what was father doing with sunglasses
So-
on playing a game?
I'm still learning. So forgive me if this is a dumb question, but
We're
can
all
I take
learning.
my 9
Yes.
here and snag both of those?
Yeah.
And that's
Yes,
called
that-
clearing the field
You
for
can.
you at home.
That's a pro move.
So now we
You
get
get
the
this.
oh, no,
Pro
you get that.
move.
And
So,
you flip
and
that.
do I
You
lay
flip
all of
luminary.
these down?
Yep.
Or just
When
the...
you clear the field, you
There's
take
you
the
just-
what is the
Thank
what do
you.
Pile up
Hazard.
everything.
The hazard.
Okay,
and you
right,
flip
right,
the
that's
Flip the luminary. Yeah.
All right.
And then
here's
I...
the luminary.
Thank you.
Would you like to
Oh.
read the luminary?
The forest queen. It is always summer in the field containing the forest queen.
Oh.
Turn the
Illimat.
Illimat to indicate this. The seasons will not change again until someone claims the forest queen. How do you claim the
By
forest
clearing
queen?
the field
By clearing
once
again.
again.
Okay.
Yuki.
So the
Yuki's a
first
pro,
clearing
man.
of the field flips the card, and
And
the
the
second one
clearing takes the card away.
claims it.
Wait.
When you claim the forest queen, you may turn the Illimat to a new position. Sorry.
No
I'm
problem.
gonna read.
The other thing we need to do is refill the field with
So
3
it's
cards.
days.
Okay, right, that's right.
Stays this
Until
way
the-
until it's claimed again, or
Got
cleared
it.
again.
Right.
So we refill the field until we run out of hazards.
Clear it once, flip
So
it.
you just
clear it
went.
again.
Now it's my
I
turn.
went. My card's been
So
refilled.
this is locked in as summer
And how
because
many
of the
points
forest
are the
queen.
luminaries?
And now it
There
is
was
my
one.
turn, right?
One.
So I'm just gonna take
What'd
this.
you do? What'd you do? What do you explain to us what you're doing?
Oh.
I got a 14 fool, and I took 2 sevens.
Oh,
And I
that's
got
a
2
good move.
summer
Amazing.
cards too.
That's
That's
a really
awesome.
good move.
That's also a
That's
nice
pro
one.
move. And that's a summer, although we have the forest queen, so the box will not
Right.
rotate currently. Nice moves. You guys are on it. Did Keith Baker teach you to play?
He did.
Might.
He did.
Gosh, you can always tell when you've gone to the school of Illimat, Keith
Yeah.
Baker, summer camp, and not Berkeley.
Casey.
Forget it.
I think I have limited options here, but perhaps I should just grab this 4, or would it be smarter to get rid of my winter 4?
No, because it's not what's left in your hand, because the entire hand will be played. So things that are in your hand.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't have to
Doesn't
worry about
matter.
it.
So you should absolutely take that 4. Yep. Nice.
Thank you.
Oh, I see what you mean. Right.
Terrible
I am
poker
going
face.
to play
Oh, no, I just got a really bad out.
the King of Winter and take the King of Stars.
Ooh.
It doesn't change. Oh, actually, it does change.
Oh, you get the
that.
luminary.
I get this
And that?
and that.
Oh,
So the Forest Queen is when you claim the Forest Queen, you may turn the Illimat to a new position. So I'm going to make
What are
this
you gonna do?
Vinta. I'll just make it
Now,
bigger.
how did you get the card and the coin? Wouldn't the coin
I
be
cleared
gone
the
already?
every
I
time you
cleared the
clear a
field.
field, you get a coin.
Right.
These
but-
aren't these aren't like one-to-one
course.
per
Oh,
field.
right,
It's just
right,
any field.
You're right.
So
And then you need that.
thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
A
I
little
do have
jealous
quite
of
a
that.
few. That's
move.
all right. Your turn's coming up.
That was you. You just
That was,
went.
That was me.
So
Now
I
it's
know I
you.
didn't have my move
is your
together,
name?
which I don't. I've got it. I've got it on my phone. Just a second.
Your name?
So, so
Yes, you may do that.
hold on. I can do that.
What's that? What are you talking about?
He
Yeah,
wants to play an
I've got
11
a
on-
couple options. I've got an 11 here. I'm just gonna let you know. A night of summer 11. I could take this 8 and 3, or I can take this night of stars.
You could, except it's winter.
It's winter.
It's winter,
And
so you
we're back to
cannot.
So
do not
you
harvest.
can't do that when it's
No.
winter because he took the luminary. So, how about that?
Do it.
How do you like me now?
Yeah, and
That's
you played summer.
Summer.
Now it becomes summer.
Because it's a face card,
card,
and face
it
cards,
changes.
when played,
Changes
change the
the-
season.
That's right.
And they change the season always in the same direction?
To whatever the card
Oh, if you'd
was that you
like.
played.
It just the
Oh.
card. So summer went into the field, so
Because-
the box turns to summer.
Thank you.
Yes.
That was Yuki's job.
I know.
I know.
How do
Man.
you feel? You're
I was-
unemployed.
It was so good in the beginning.
I was listening to those rules.
Jess, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna win? Are you gonna lose? Second? Third place?
If I have an option to pick up a card,
Yeah.
but I have a couple of lower cards that I'd like to maybe get rid of,
Doesn't matter.
I should just pick up.
Don't
a
think
card.
about what's in your hand, because these will, like in the sense of getting stuck with, you don't get stuck with cards, if that makes sense.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm picking up these cards then.
But later in the game, if you have a bunch of lower cards, you have fewer options, right? I found that in the first game. I
Yes,
played.
and it depends who's played what.
Okay.
I see what your logic is, though. Yes. That's deep, Strage.
Deep
I'm not even that
Strage.
far.
Well, that's
I'm a
clever.
second-time player. I'm not a newbie.
Casey, what do you got? What are you gonna do?
Casey's very thoughtful.
What I want to do is I want to take the Queen of Summer, but she's in winter, so I can't.
It's good though to talk about what you're feeling. I
Yeah,
think
it
that's
is.
great
It's
that
out
you were
there.
able to say that.
So my options are limited. I feel like I need to discard. What would be my best card
Is there a
to discard?
stockpile option you can think of?
Not really.
No.
I don't really have a stockpile. Do I? I don't think so.
You have it. Yeah, you can make 12 here with your 4
Oh, I
if
could
you
make
wanted
12
to.
there. Okay. Does
Yep.
anybody else? Okay.
You can try it. I mean,
Let's see how it
you
goes.
never know.
Yeah.
I'll take
Folks
that
at home,
chance.
this is why we keep Yuki around.
Yep.
He's really good at spotting these
Mistakes.
stockpiling options.
I'm good at finding the mistakes that people make.
I am going to 2, 3. Okay. I was going to do this, play a 2 on the 3, but it's spring there. I can't stockpile. I'm going to simply harvest this 8 for 8 right out of there. Yuki, may I have a card?
Simple but effective move.
Yeah, thank you. I am getting a lot of winter cards, I've noticed, but whatever.
So, I have a strategical question. I could pose it to the
Strategical?
group.
Yeah, pose it.
I don't know if that's better in this context, or I could just go with strategical.
Go with your. I think go with your
Go with
gut
your
on
gut.
this one.
Go through
Yeah.
strategical.
Strategical. Thanks for you guys for recognizing
Strategical.
that. Strategical is more important.
Strategical.
Okay,
Oh
so
boy.
8 plus 4 is 12, as many of you know.
Oh, see?
So I have
Okay.
12.
See,
It was
so
a
I
risk.
lost my-
And
It was a risk for Casey to stockpile.
3 cards is more than 0, for example, so I'm going to
That's
put these
correct.
down and ask for a new one.
There you go. Yeah.
You've created an enemy.
Right?
And you have created it.
There's no
But he
alliance
played
going
a-
on here.
You played a face card.
Oh, yes. Important detail.
Yep.
So
You played spring
I played spring.
So then
into autumn,
then-
so
So
therefore,
you turn this so that spring faces that field, right?
yep, you got it. That's a good move, Tucker.
good.
Yeah, it's good.
It would be cool.
You know
if
it'd be
the
cool if,
actual
like, make
box
a
had little
band.
indentations for the.
Make like a band based on this game. Like a
What would-
music band.
Yeah. What genre?
I don't know, sort of indie rock, but with really smart lyrics and stuff.
That sounds
I'm
weird.
going to
man.
drop this guy
That sounds weird. You're sowing into the field, into winter.
into winter.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Wisely done.
So now I get to do the thing that I wanted to do before.
Oh, because Tucker opened up. So that
Okay.
backfired on you a
Look
little bit.
at
didn't
that.
it,
Okay, this
Tucker?
is strong. now.
Didn't hurt
Yep.
though.
Now I
He's just
and I
gonna
played.
flip it.
It's a
But
face
there.
card. You get to flip.
Well,
the
he does, but he
luminary.
gets.
I get to
coin.
flip the luminary.
Oh, the children.
The
The
children.
children are good.
and
So then-
3 cards go.
Jess, will
under
you read?
that.
Let's read the children first. Here,
Read
let's
the
address the illuminators. So everybody
Children.
can
When the
follow.
children are revealed, deal 3 cards if available beneath the children. These cards are kept hidden and aren't revealed to the players. When you claim the children, you may examine these cards and add them to your
Right.
harvest
So
pile.
we're gonna take these 3 and put them under that,
And then you also.
and then we need 3
Mm-hmm.
more.
I need 3 more.
And
And
did Casey get a? Did you get a?
my card was a star.
So it's wild. So you get to
Wild.
choose
I
what
get
goes
to
on the field.
choose
You get to
Good memory,
choose.
what to put, where to move
Where to turn the
seeds.
box.
Right.
Yep.
So, but there's nothing really. There's
This
no.
is pretty advanced strategy.
In terms of like
what-
strategy
which-
of where do I put this, is there any? There's not really anything that.
Winter, winter is really one you can use to block people if you feel like they're going to take cards from there. But I'd say glancing at it.
Maybe I should just go block the field with a 3 in it.
That would
Oh,
be that would
that's
be
smart
wise.
because there's
Yeah.
only one card left in that field.
And I believe you get a hazard
I do get a
from a
hazard.
token. There you go.
That was a
Wow.
That was a nice
Great
hand
round for me.
That was really
That
good.
was a big round.
Big round.
Wow.
Man.
Is it my go?
I'm good about that.
I feel like Yuki's playing, so I
No.
no, in a good way. In a good way. Okay, so this is a advanced move, kids. I'm taking the 6 to grab these 2 3s. Grabbing that, I take
And then you get that.
the hazard,
And now there's no.
and we no longer distribute into the field. Did we distribute?
Oh,
We no longer distribute in the field once
is
the
that
last
right?
hazard's taken. Yes.
Does that
Oh, okay.
feel?
Oh, okay.
So
This field
I've
is
encountered
blank
this.
now.
It just
It's
stays
fallow.
forever.
can you
empty?
sew into it?
You may sew
You can
into
sew.
it. Yeah.
You may sew into it. So give me just a moment, folks, because my previous maneuver was no longer valid. Can't harvest here, so don't look there. Okay. May I have permission to harvest in autumn, please?
You
Yes.
may.
Okay.
Permission granted.
According to the game rules,
All
that's
right.
perfectly fine.
Thank you.
Tucker thought we were playing poker tonight, so he brought those sunglasses. I was realizing.
It's an eye issue.
I'm sorry. My apologies.
I don't make money.
All right.
Because I have none.
I'm gonna do this.
Oh, you're stockpiling.
Stockpiling.
That's a
A
really
5
good
and a
idea.
9. So you're saying you have a fool, is what you're telling.
That's what you're
them.
saying.
You have to
And
have
we
it
have
in
to
your
trust
hand.
that you have that hand.
And you just would hope that nobody else at the table has it full, right?
That's correct.
I think Jess is counting cards.
To see if
think
anybody.
I think she's trying.
I mean,
to.
I'm not positive.
Might the
someone
lady
have
get a
one.
4th card?
Like,
Casey,
do you have
I
one?
think Casey's about.
You-
to.
Casey has one!
Ah.
Both you guys?
No,
Just
her.
Jess, yeah.
Nice
Thanks,
move.
Tucker.
Fools are worth 1 point.
Casey just.
We look
took
out for each
Casey's
other.
kind of
That's
crushing.
messed
The
up.
5 and the 9.
Messed up.
Casey's crushing. All right.
Don't worry. I got more where that came from.
Right? Just getting started.
You have more cards to give Casey.
Pretty much. It's real hot in here,
It
guys.
is. It was
It is
100
hot.
degrees
It was
today.
100. It's
All right, y'all.
okay.
I'm stocked.
Ooh.
That's
You're saying
6.
you have a 6, yeah?
That is correct. I am correct. Thank you. Tucker.
Thank you for that reminder.
So whoever takes this,
Tucker,
whoever
you
takes this,
are my
Six.
favorite.
That's the
Natural.
You're
children.
my
Oh,
favorite
man.
I'm
character.
counting on it being this guy right here.
This is hard. You guys, I just want to say, I don't
Unless
know what it
you-
looks like on camera,
unless
but
you
this is
stockpile.
hard.
Or
you-
I know,
so-
but even that is
Or you
getting
can't sew.
hard.
can't sew that.
Oh no,
We're
but I
running out of
can't. I
options
can't. I
here.
can't. I cannot. So 6.
so you can
Hold
drop
on.
something.
Nothing.
Yeah, it might come to that. I'm just
We're getting to that
reviewing one
point in
more
the game where
time.
it's-
I know, but
Yeah,
What? Oh, did. Oh.
I was looking at
Um,
your cards, yeah.
What?
yeah.
I was looking at your.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry.
that's like that you want him to see. Okay.
You
Okay.
can-
Yes, okay. Hold on.
But
Yuki's suddenly playing on Casey's.
Oh, here's a question.
Question.
What's your? I think we have the same question.
Can you add all of the points up
Because
on a...
if this is one unit, can you play an 8 and get all of those?
Ooh, I think you can.
I think you can.
If I recall, Keith.
Well,
you
I
can
did
take an
see you
8.
do 2 3s side by side.
Can you take?
So does this
the
count as
6?
6?
Yes,
And
you
that
may.
counts as-
Yeah.
You can play an 8
Yep.
and get
Ooh,
all
that's
of those.
that's
Okay.
impressive
Just
right
the other
there.
8.
Now you got to do it. Now that you talked about
No,
it.
no, I don't.
I know you do.
No.
What are you gonna do?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Now, okay.
I see what she's doing.
She's
She's
messing
playing
with
some
our
defense.
mind.
She just wants to take the luminary.
Oh yeah, she wants to know if someone else that had an 8 could.
Or she might have another full.
Yeah.
I haven't been counting.
So
Okay.
you're also risking giving away a full
A
point.
full. Yeah.
I'm risking.
I understand. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta risk.
So. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Okay.
Harvesting a 7 with a 7.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry because I have this card that's a sun thing, and I'm gonna take that. And put
Summer
that in the
card.
pile.
5. Okay.
Summer card.
Good job.
That was almost sincere.
I'm gonna just take the 6.
And I also wanted you to have that.
Thank you.
Because you said that.
Thank you.
Can you stockpile more than 2 cards? That's my
You
question.
you may.
You can
and
keep
keep changing the value, and anybody else can change the value as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you can only play 1 card. So if you stockpile, you have to do it each
round.
round.
Yeah, that's
Correct.
your turn.
That's
Yeah.
your turn. Okay.
May I go?
You may. Tucker's
Damn
taking-
it!
Piling of a stock
Making an
nature.
11, and this
I
is the
almost-
final
Final
card in the
card.
pile.
Final card. Okay.
You keep going around. So Tucker took a 9 on top of the 2.
Who knew
stockpiling.
that my only real good move was
Whoa.
not what she wanted?
Jessica
She
sowed
just
a
scored
fool.
2.
It's
To grab a
unfortunate because
fool,
I
that was
would
wise.
have. I would
You
have.
had to clear the
You would
I
have taken the
would've
luminary.
cleared it.
Yeah, but that's 2 points.
Oh, wait.
Those are worth a point. That's really great. No, you wanted to go.
No,
Okay.
it's good.
And you played spring, right?
Yeah.
So this becomes spring. Did you want to do something different?
Mhm.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it's too late.
All right.
I'm gonna harvest the 7, right?
Harvest it.
You can do that. Yeah, that's good.
Cool.
Oh, and
That's
you
my
get the
best move
card.
here.
Nope. These don't come into play at the moment.
Oh.
They're not turned over.
Hi. Oh, because they're not turned
So
over?
Tucker's
No,
trying to
but
get.
this he just
I
clears
just
this
cleared that
field.
field.
You know, the luminary is not revealed once the all the hazards are gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
then they're
failed to
out.
mention
It's
that.
Okay.
never revealed?
Whoa.
Never revealed.
never
This guy just
know.
goes slinking off
Never
into the
know.
woods.
What?
Sorry.
Okay.
So you got an 11 over there, and we have a 3 there.
You
This
know,
is
it's
interesting. We're
really
running out
none
of
of your
cards.
business, though, what I have.
Fair enough. I'll just take your 11
How do you
then.
know that?
Oh, and you get the children.
So in a normal game, your opponent wouldn't have looked at your cards.
You got a fool in that
I think he's
transaction.
gonna win.
What?
I'm kind of crushing all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Like
This
87
is crazy.
cards.
We're down to a 3, which is what the children.
No.
Wow.
Okay, and so that's the game, right?
No, we keep
No,
going.
I
You keep
last
putting.
discard.
You
So
have to
now,
keep going,
so
okay.
at this point, people would discard in the winter, typically to
To keep anyone from.
keep anybody from harvesting. That's right.
it's
but-
sort of
Unless you had a double.
Unless
and
you wanted to pick
to
something up. That's right.
like, say if you had like a 13, like in the spring or something, or maybe a 9 or a 6,
Right,
and you wanted to harvest that later, you could not put that in winter.
right. Or you could just do that.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Oh wow. I'm putting a 2 in winter.
Okay.
Is there a limit to how many cards can be in?
3.
No.
Oh, there's not? We can
No.
keep
We
this
could just,
piling
we could
up.
just put them all in winter.
Let's be jerks to each other.
I think we should go there.
Blood is
Are you
just
gonna do
all over
that?
the fields.
He kind of just suggested it.
You don't have to.
Wow. Now you're not stockpiling that though.
No,
I
no,
was
I
just saying this.
run out of
Just,
room
yeah,
here.
just sowing it into the field. Sowing. Everybody's just gonna sow.
Man.
What happens to those cards in the
That
end?
becomes a
They're just-
spring. That becomes spring. now.
Oh.
whoops.
Dude, it's getting juicy.
Oh my
You
god.
you keep me from doing that.
You were
Oh.
looking at my phone.
I'm
I
putting a
can't
5
even
into
do
winter.
That got
anything.
very interesting.
What?
So there's a whole situation here.
There's
you
a
have
whole
a lot of
situation,
options
y'all.
here.
Man,
Tucker.
it's not the situation I was hoping for.
What situation are we
Yeah, what
hoping
kind of-
for?
Now
Oh,
this
it's just
becomes
changed
spring.
again.
Oh, this game is hard.
I mean, there ain't nothing I can do anyway.
All right, 3. Casey, what do you got? What's your last pro
I have a
move?
9. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that in autumn just to.
Just
Okay.
for
What's
fun.
the famous song? Is it Casey's Last Stand? Casey's. There's a.
Oh, there's a Casey song.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was thinking of Stacy's mom.
We'll go with that because no one's got the Casey.
That's probably what you were thinking of,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Stacy's mom.
Casey
Thanks.
Jones?
No,
Well, there's
Casey's
that.
Last Stand, I think.
Is that
Oh,
It's
like
an
old
old
time.
folk tune.
Yeah, old timey tune.
what was I doing? There's the.
Civil War, I'm sure.
It's probably ended poorly because most of the stories and songs
Yeah,
about Casey's are always
you were like, I'm
striking
dead
out,
anyway,
or
so I'm
rattlesnake.
gonna stand up
Yeah.
and die with pride.
Rattlesnake
Oh.
bites you in the toe.
I'm cool with that.
I'm taking my 12,
Final move
making this
for
autumn.
Chris.
And I'm going to take a 10 and a 2.
See.
Oh, look at this.
Kaboom.
What?
Can you do
good.
that after you've put stuff down?
I kind of did it simultaneously. So you play it and then it would
Can
switch.
you do that
What do you mean?
simultaneously?
You play it.
Switch?
The
No,
season
it-
switches, and then you get.
It switches once you put it in there, but it was already summer, so I can still harvest from there. Sorry, I did both. At the same
Got it.
time.
Got it. Okay.
He's in the
I
band.
figured you guys
Got a
were
little
like on the
advanced for a
team.
second.
Yeah, some advanced Illimat rotating.
Oh, but with that changes the
Oh.
season.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
But it's still winter.
Oh, it's already
gotten
still
those.
winter.
And I think we're all out of cards.
How? I could have gotten what?
You could have gotten those too. Yeah, I should just give it
You're
to
helping Tucker? Why are you doing that?
helping him for
Oh,
change.
some hot 6-on-6 action. Yeah, let's do that.
But
No, you
you
don't.
get
You
that as well.
can't.
Too.
So you harvested with a 12.
Oh yeah, thanks for noticing.
This becomes winter.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
so
right.
You're welcome.
Winter. Thanks. I'm gonna
All
keep
right.
you guys around in my future games.
All right.
All right, Twitch
Point-
people.
Point.
Let's wrap this up.
Pointing.
You guys
Is
did
that
great.
everything? That's all.
Counting.
Yeah.
We're gonna score now,
Okay.
Oh, I totally.
and we're gonna use these D12 along the perimeter of the final Illimat. There is a scoring bar or
D12.
meeting. So we'll just use these as score. That'll be. How about Casey? How about this one's yours for scoring purposes?
Okay.
This one will be mine. That's Tucker's. Jeff, it's yours. So first we'll do most cards, not including the luminaries. Everybody, right?
Not me. Might be Tucker. Oh no, it's Chris.
Chris, he's in the band.
All right.
What?
All right.
Okay,
Stop
we
showing
get
off.
it. We get it.
I had like 23.
Oh.
That's a lot of
Okay.
cards. All right, so I get 4 points.
Okay, good for you.
Bumper crop. Sorry, guys. Next, we'll do most summer. So you look for your summer cards, which look like that. Currently, they will be slightly different
4.
marking. 4 for
Man.
Jess.
4 is
Not
pretty high,
4.
Four
actually.
is pretty
4
good.
is really good, actually.
Less than 4. Oh, 4.
Oh, so there's a tie. So
That
Okay, so
means
nobody
none.
would get it. Yeah.
That means none, with the exception of, do you have a
He
luminary?
does.
No, that was never.
was-
Oh, that was never. If you
engaged.
have a luminary and a tie, then the tie
Right.
goes to you.
I think only one luminary went into play, right?
I got 2.
2.
Well, 2. I mean, not
Yeah.
counting you. Yeah.
So nobody gets summer, sad to say,
Great.
because it's a tie.
Sad, really.
The luminary breaks the tie. Next, winter, which you don't want the most winter. Who's the most winter one? Probably me.
I have 3.
I have
One.
2.
Whoa.
It's always the guy with the most cards.
Yeah.
So,
gets the-
5.
Chris, you have the most winter, right?
Which means
Mine is
you
2.
lose 2 points.
1, 2. I'm down to 2. Let's do fools. Who has the most fools? Which is the 14 or the
I think
1?
I have
Not
3.
I.
There's not most fools. You just get a point
You just
per
get a point
fool.
for every fool.
I
Yeah,
have
sorry.
3.
Nice.
You have 3?
Wow.
All right, Jess has
Pretty
3
good.
points. Casey had 1.
Yep.
I have 1, so I'm back up to 3. And then 1 point for a hazard, which are the coins. I
I
have
got
2. 1, 2. I'm up
Tucker,
to 5.
you had 1?
No,
Right, Tucker?
approximately. Oh, I had one of these
Yeah, you
guys.
had,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Wait, I'm playing the wrong. This is yours. 4. I was up to 5. Sorry, I want to be that purple guy. And I have 2 luminaries. I get 2 more points.
Whoa.
7,
You crushed it.
7,
3.
1, 3,
3.
2.
2. That's the Illimat. Good job, everybody.
Hey.
Nice job.
We're gonna all have.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Come back again. We'll be back next Friday, I'm told.
Tucker.
I hope Tucker
you're
comes
really
back.
channeling Luke Wilson tonight. I have to say.
Luke Wilson.
That was fun.
That was fun. Good
All right, thanks,
job,
everybody.
guys.
Fun. Thanks.